been unfolding. Chip Kelly, as we alluded to earlier in College Game Day, has confirmed to ESPN that he will be the next head coach at UCLA. So Chip Kelly, pursued by Florida, is taking the UCLA job. Be a Hail Mary, as that's really all you have left. But now, one way or the other, the game's going to end. Thompson Robinson throws one to the middle of the field, and that will be the final play. What a win for Cincinnati. A two-touchdown underdog. And they come to the Rose Bowl in Chip Kelly's debut.
After this, well, let's just say we would go 7-17 combined for 2 seasons. And combined for 2 seasons, the record of 3-9 in one and 4-8 in the other. And just for context, Chip Kelly's hiring has been anything from great. We've won 7-17, posted abysmal records. 7-17 in the course of 2 years, had abysmal records in both of those years, allowed much points on defense, and will never figure out the system for the offense. Kelly arrived here at UCLA. He was supposed to be magical. He had led Oregon to a 46-7 record when he was up there, and despite having bad NFL seasons, he was supposed to, that doesn't necessarily mean he was supposed to be bad in college. If you remember Nick Saban, he had one of the worst seasons at Miami you could ever say, but is dominating college football. So we accepted the risk, and we did. Since 2018, he's played nothing but pretty much a pro-style offense, and nothing reminiscent of what he originally did at Oregon. He claims that is outdated, but if it was truly outdated, he could surely make something better than what we have now. Especially considering that our offense has been, even though it has been gaining many yards, but we can't seem to put points on the board. Especially referenced in our blowout loss to Utah and our first couple of games where we started 1-4 in the course of 5 games in 2019 and 0-5 in the course of 5 games in 2018 before finally getting a win in dominating fashion versus the Cal Golden Bears in 2018 to get our first win of the season. Even though we beat USC in 2018, the performance was subpar. We finished, as you know, 3-9, our worst season since 1971, and, well, sure, it was his first year, but after this year, the question is he on the hot seat? Chip Kelly was at Oregon. He took this program to new heights of fast-paced offense, high scoring, and amazing gameplay. He went 46-7 with them, making a BCS bowl in every single one of his seasons there, and actually made the national championship 2010 before losing to Auburn. He was one of the greatest coaches of all time at the moment, and it looked like he wasn't going to leave. After posting a 6-7 record the year prior, UCLA fired Jim Elmore and was looking for a new head coach for their program. And they decided to take Chip Kelly. Even though Chip Kelly had gone to the NFL and, well, dismantled the Eagles and 49ers, it looked like he would be successful, especially given that guys like Nick Saban, who had failed in the NFL but was now dominating college football. They accepted the risk. However, it's been nothing but negative records, bad offense system, and a bad defense. And to top it all off, he lost his former team, Oregon, 42-21, and to finish 3-9 that season, and then post 4-8 a year afterward. And then, even though he has the talent and he has the recruiting area to do so, he's not done much. So where does this leave us? Even though we would start 1-5 a year afterward, And even though we would win our next 3, we would end up losing the last 3 games of the season, including a loss to USC to finish the season 4-8, just 1 win better than the year prior, which was 3-9. And well, considering this, and Chip Kelly's posted a 7-17 record in 2 seasons, we could easily say he was a hiring failure. And well, with the area he's in and the amount of recruits he can get, this is surely a huge understatement of what was supposed to happen. However, it's only his 2nd year, so I don't think he's gonna leave that early. But I would say yes, he's on the hot seat. However, I'll give him maybe another year or 2 to prove that he can actually coach here. If not, I think he should get fired, to be honest. Is that? Well, I mean, considering you're in Los Angeles and haven't recruited well, that is a huge factor. Considering that Los Angeles is one of the best areas to recruit from, and you're losing recruits to Oregon, Washington, and Utah, you've been doing an underwhelming job at getting recruits, considering that for 2021 you only wrapped up 1 5-star and a couple of other 4-stars, and considering that, like, again, Oregon has been stealing much of the recruits here, and Chip Kelly has done nothing to attempt to stop that, and he hasn't done a good job at all of recruiting. And I could say, meanwhile, he hasn't had much success with the roster that he has now, considering that it's better than much, and considering that he also lost to San Diego State, Cincinnati twice, and posted an 0-5 start in 2018 and a 1-4 start in 1-5 start in 2019. Let's go back to 2014. We went 10-3 under Jim Almora, and it was our best season to that point. However, if you would have told me that we would lose to Oregon State, start 1-5 in 2019, and start 0-5 in 2018, and actually lose to Oregon State in 2019, I would have laughed. Since Oregon State was abysmal in 2014, and they're now closer to the bowl game than us, as they finished 5-7 and actually did better than us through the whole season, even beating us at home in the Rose Bowl. And the fact that it took 2 seasons just to realize how different it's been between 2010 and 2019 version of Chip Kelly, well, he hasn't been showing it. So let's get back to the basic point. And to be honest with you, if he wasn't at Arizona State, I would gladly take Herm Edwards or something as a coach to replace Chip. But here's the thing. As you all know, Nick Saban's first season of glory was in 2008. However, before that, he went 7-6 in 2007, and no one projected Alabama to come out of nowhere and be the dynasty they are now. And also, at Clemson, Dabo Swinney had good seasons with the Tigers. However, not in the huge scheme of college football until his 3rd or 4th season. So, as you know, good things take time. And as for me, I'm willing to give Chip Kelly just a little bit more of time.